Hello, welcome. Today we will master some more difficult 3-finger chords. I didn't add these in the beginning when I had done the other ones because your skill level was not there yet. But now, since you've been doing the challenge for a little bit longer, hopefully you're building calluses now, you're noticing the fingers are a little bit harder, and you've spent more time with your instrument, which is essential. Hopefully now is a really good time for you to challenge yourself with these chords, and then it'll open it up the world of songs that you can do. Please always download the resource that I made for this. It's supposed to help you, and it might be better than the video if I'm really honest. So download that, it's free, the link is down below. I want to take a second to thank the people who are more advanced players, but you come in and check into the challenge and answer questions. That is really nice of you. I'm currently in the process of moving from Japan to Maryland, so I can't always answer the questions, and I really appreciate that those people are coming in and helping out. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started. We're on the 2nd fret of the string closest to the floor, and I say it that way because I know there's some lefties in the challenge, so don't want to leave my lefties out. Okay, and now you're going to pretend that this is a staircase, a different finger on each string on each fret. So it's a 2, 3, 4 fretted chord. And then, like we have done before, you test each string. Now, if you're getting something like this, try readjusting by curving. So look up to the screen real quick. So some beginners will make their hands like this, and what I want from you is this. See the difference? And having the thumb in the back to help pressure is a big part of that. So make sure that the fingers are curved like almost like a claw. Okay, let go, relax. 3-finger chords are more demanding, so I understand. Try again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Curve, no flats, curves. Okay, strum it. Perfect. Now we're doing a simplified B7. That just means that it's an easier version of B7. So look up to the screen real quick. So if you notice, I kept the same shape as E minor, but I moved one string closer to my face. So if you see a song with B7 and it tells you to do it this way and you're like, I can't do that right now, then go to the simplified version. That's a simplified B7, and test each string again. That one's not ringing very nice. There we go. Always keep the hand curved, and don't let your fingers overlap to the next string. That'll give you that sound. Keep it curved. Keep everything ringing. Sweet. Now we move to D. I'm sorry. This one is challenging, but I will give you a few different options on how to do it. Okay, let's try this option first. Middle, ring, and pinky. All of them on the 2nd fret of the strings closest to your face. Now, some of you will look like this, and your finger will go into the 3rd fret. And so let me show you why. Your hand is curved, you're doing the fingertips, and you're doing everything right, except for this part. Look. Okay, so I'll see a lot of beginners with their hands like this, and then they get really upset about not being able to play chord D. So do this. So you almost want to think about it as coming down from the top of the uke, from the headstock. Now test each one. Squeeze. That thumb is essential on this one for the strength to play it. Okay? And let go, because that one is exhausting. Now let's say that didn't work. Then try these 3 fingers, index, middle, ring. The reason why I didn't offer that first is because the pinky is smaller, so it takes less real estate. But for some of us, our index finger is so dominant that it's more comfortable to do the exact same thing. Bring it all the way to the top, curve the hand, and then on the 2nd fret. And that might just work for you. So test each string. Let's say that didn't work either. Then I'm gonna give my friend Vasco a shout out for this one because he's the one I saw doing this way. He's from Ukulele Cheats, another ukulele tutorial channel. He will bar, I guess, with his middle finger on those 3 strings. But for me it doesn't work because I get this. Let me try. I'm so happy you can't see my face right now. This one doesn't work for me. I think it's so challenging to not hit that bottom string and get the other ones. I'm so bad. But it works for him. So I want to let you know about that one because it might work for you. So that's another option. Okay, and the last one is a barred version of this. And so part of barring chords is the action of the ukulele. That's the distance from the strings to the fingerboard. If your ukulele has a comfortable action, like it's not very high, it's pretty close to the fingerboard, then bar chords will be easier for you. But if your strings are new and stiff and the nut and the saddle are really high, then it's gonna feel like it's impossible for you to play bar chords. So there's that piece. But if you wanted to do a barred version of D, then it's no longer a 3-finger chord, but I just want to give you options. I'm barring on the 2nd fret. I'm providing assistance to that finger because I'm weak. And then I'm adding the pinky on the 5th fret. And then I'm going to work really hard with that thumb and the arm to squeeze. And I'm going to readjust until I find that spot where it rings. And that's it for me. So, I don't know if you heard, but even when I first tried it, I was muting. They weren't all ringing, so I have to find that spot. And you can try the bar alone first, and then add the pinky. But that's another D. And then finally, last one, this would be D chord 2. What I'm doing here is barring on the 5th fret, barring those 2 strings closest to the floor, and then a staircase. And I'm working with that thumb on the back, so give me pressure to help me do it. So now you have a lot of ways to do D chord. I hope one of those will work for you. And because this has been a very challenging session, I thought I would throw in a nice 3-finger chord, and that's F sharp minor. And that's all this one is. So it's exactly like G7, but 1 string closer to your face. So we still want to keep the hand curved and 1 finger per string. Look up to the screen. So I don't know if you saw that. 1 finger per string. And then the hand is pivoted. And the hand pivoted helps me also carry the uke there. Test each string. So work on that tonight. Good luck. And of course, you can send me messages or comment below if you need help with any part of this.